It's been 9 days since 18-year-old Oscar Toledo died in the town of San Lorenzo, 20 kilometers from the Paraguayan capital, where the yellow fever outbreak began. Down the street, another family is mourning the death of Raúl Orozco, who was due to be married next week.
My son, my right arm, is gone, and it's the government's fault. It should have taken precautions.
On this street alone, 3 people have died of yellow fever. Of all of those taken to hospital so far, the only survivor is 22-year-old Aldo Leiva, who's lost 1 kidney and is on dialysis to try to save the other.
This virus attacks the liver and it also causes severe kidney failure, so people begin to hemorrhage and become poisoned with their own toxins. It all happens very quickly.
The outbreak of yellow fever, which was last seen in Paraguay 40 years ago, is spreading panic throughout the country. Every year, yellow fever kills some 30,000 unvaccinated people in Africa and Latin America. Yes, of course I'm worried, says this man. From the air, you can see the endless lines all over the capital, Asunción, where people queue for hours to get vaccinated. Now that millions of doses have finally arrived from Brazil, Peru, and the World Health Organization. But vaccines aren't enough to combat the enemy, the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which breeds by the millions at this time of year during the hot, rainy season. That's why even the army is on the offensive, going from house to house, to make sure people eradicate the mosquito's breeding ground, any place where there's fresh, still water, like here. In just this tiny amount of water, this is where the mosquitoes breed. They come out to eat at first light, so authorities are fumigating every day, starting at dawn, to stop not just yellow fever, but also another even more potentially dangerous epidemic. The same Aedes aegypti mosquito is the carrier of dengue fever, and if authorities are not successful in eradicating this, they're expecting some 50,000 cases of hemorrhagic dengue, which is highly lethal. And unlike yellow fever, there's no vaccine against it. It's a race against time against an enemy so tiny it can hide almost anywhere, yet capable of inflicting tremendous pain and death. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, San Lorenzo, Paraguay.